New video, live stream video in which I will draw the Wolverine. So in this first part of this live stream, you will see how I draw this character. If you have any questions, meanwhile I'm drawing it, just feel free to ask. Different from all of my other videos, from all of my other shorts that I usually draw very expressive figures. In this occasion, I would love to draw this interesting character, but more detailed, because people has been asking me in my social media, my other platforms, if I can make a drawing, but like more detailed, not so expressive, because they say, my followers, I'm not saying you, but many of my followers from my other social media platforms, they claim that they haven't seen like a real, more prolific drawing from me. So that's what I'm trying to do in this occasion. So that's why, as you can see, I titled this series as well, Drawing the Wolverine. This is part one. And it would be maybe, well, obviously a part two. I don't know if a part three will be hosted. I don't know. You will tell me. I'm gonna put this camera a little bit up so you can watch better. Yes, I think you watch better now. So yeah, basically, that's something that many of my followers has been asking me to do. So yes, of course, you are the ones who own this channel. Basically, you are the ones who will tell me what to do, when to do it. You're my boss. So yeah, as you can see right now, I'm just trying to like to put like the general shapes of the figure. I'm not like so crazy in volume right now or placement of the things, but I like to start very simple. If you have any questions, by the way, just write them down and I will try to help you, each of you guys, with my best advice that I can give to you. But yeah, this is like a general shape I'm trying to do right now. I'm not so like obsessed with details right now, just general shapes. Like for example, right now the placement of this big awesome part of the accessory of the Wolverine. I'm trying to kind of know where his jaw will end, that his jaw will end approximately here. I like to draw fast, as you can see. I did this like in a minute. Wow, you can do it also. Because the detailed part of this drawing will be done much further. So don't worry right now about details, as I told you. Right now, I'm trying to kind of find the mouth, his mouth. I think his mouth will go over here. I think it'll be great. Maybe this part of his garment over here. Straight line approximately until here. That will be his nose. Okay, yes. Maybe his nose will be over here. Opa. Pencil just fall. Don't you worry. Ay, ay, ay. I just pick it up again. Thank you, Chevy. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you for your comments. So, as you can see, the nose, very important. The placement of the nose. Where will the nose be? Okay, it will be over here, of course. The eye, left eye, right eye, over here approximately. And the other part of the custom over here. Okay, yes, perfect. Everything it's getting along just perfect. Now let's place the eyes a little bit over here. Maybe one eye over here will look good. Maybe I think so. I don't know if you can see this part that I'm drawing right now. The eyes of the Wolverine. So it will be like his neck over here, perfect. Chest over here. Okay. Okay, this here, the neck, it's so big of this character. I gotta try to draw it. Let's draw first the portrait, because the portrait is the most important part of the character. If you don't draw the portrait greatly, if it does not look like the Wolverine, you will have and you will encounter many problems because you're not drawing it like it should be. So let's focus on the portrait right now. As you can see, his jaw, I leave his jaw very big, very bold, because that's something very common in these characters. A jawline, a very strong jawline. So it's something very good for this type and kind of characters. So these little expressions in his eyes. Okay. Perfect. This line is a little bit taller. Okay, we have another line over here. Don't forget to make your questions about anything you want to know about art. And the line of the nose will be approximately this size in this drawing. Upper lip, okay. Over here, we really want that mouth to be like, big, expressive. We really want that mouth to express the anger, the real anger that you don't want to mess with the Wolverine. Oh no, man. Never want to mess with this guy. So that's the way you want to draw him. Straight lines. As you can see, I'm drawing over here always. It's important. I'm trying to do these lines like more prolific now. So we are approaching to the other stage of the drawing. But as you can see, it's looking great. It's looking great, looking great, looking good. Good Wolverine. So now that we have like the general shape of the head of the portrait, as you can see, I will concentrate a little bit more myself in the other parts of his body, his muscles. As you can see, the first line I draw is helping me to draw the rest of his body. It does not, you don't have to do like straight lines, especially in this kind of characters. These characters, they have so much muscle. So no straight lines, it's all curvy. Don't you worry, as I always tell you, not to do it perfect on your first time. So you won't do it perfect. You just have to know like the placement of the things that will be on this figure. So the shoulders are about over here, approximately. Yes, shoulders. And the traps, approximately here. The neck, okay. Yes. Big chest, okay. And a triceps. Going to draw the triceps, okay. The biceps is over here. Forearm, the protection of the forearm. And the most important part, the back. If you don't have his back, he will look just weird. And you don't want the Wolverine to look weird. You might be different, but Wolverine is not weird. So, hey, yeah, look at this. Look how we got our Wolverine. Wow, it's looking amazing. So, uh, I think we should kind of shade right now. Let's start. Yes, for my taste, I will start shading. Not much, but a little bit of shades will be taking place right now because I want to see my character more. I want to see what I am drawing. I want to um, understand more the shapes of the Wolverine, and I feel, in my opinion, that with a little shading, I understand it better, the whole drawing. So maybe some little shades in here, some little shades over here. Okay. This guy has a whole other level of anatomy. It's crazy. It's brutal. Whole other level, definitely. The Wolverine. So the first step of shading, I just do it with my finger, as you can see. Nothing serious. I just want to see how I'm doing. How I'm doing. What should I fix? What should I not fix? What's working and what's definitely not working right now. So, as I can see, well, many things are working in this drawing right now and many are not. The most important part when you draw, ladies and gentlemen, it's observation. Of course, yes. You need to have a good observation to draw, because that's mainly about it. Observation, observation. So yes, I will shade this part of his portrait. Definitely, I'm going to shade this part of his shoulders, the traps that are massive, massive traps this dude has. Okay, the details in his costume, something that I will let for the end, not for right now. Right now, I'm trying to focus on his anatomy because it's super important that this guy looks good. That he does not looks like a puppet or like something weird. He needs to look like a human. I try to, but a really pumped human. Tell me in the comment section below, what do you like to draw? What do you like to draw? Like to draw superheroes? Do you like to draw some other kind of topics? I don't know. You tell me. What do you like to draw? The sections below, please. I'm so curious about it. So as you can see, shading, regular shading with my finger. Okay, now let's go to the back. The chest of this guy, gets through here. Okay. Nothing serious right now. Okay, a little bit of some shades over here. Okay. Okay. And yes, of course. The six pack, right? Of course. Wolverine is not a Wolverine if he does not has a six pack. Of course he will have a six pack. Okay. As I told you, general shapes right now. Nothing serious. Just general shapes. Okay. Start taking this shading to the whole on another level. Let's see what we can do right now. More interesting shading. Okay. And as I told you, this is just part one. You will love to see how this Wolverine ends up drawn, of course. So, okay. Interesting, this part. So what do you like to draw? Tell me in the comments below. What kind of characters? If so, if not, what kind of topics related to art do you like to draw? Paint? Sculpt? You tell me. I like superheroes, as you can see. I really enjoy superheroes. Okay. This guy's looking terrific, man. This guy. Oh my god. Is looking terrific. Okay, the jaw, as I told you before, the jawline, very important. Let's make a general shade over here. Nothing serious, but general. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, let's see. Now, shade some parts of his portrait so we can see more of this guy, you know, and we don't get lost while we're just drawing and drawing and drawing. Because believe me, it's very easy for you to get lost while you draw. So it's important to do always this. Try to shade and every part of his body. If you're drawing like a full body like I'm doing right now. Full body, oops, sorry, Wolverine. So this will come over here. Of course, yes. Perfect. And now I will use another kind of pencil. And I'll try to be like more specifics in these drawings. This is the hard part. If I mess up this part, I mess up the whole drawing. Okay, that's perfect. Trying like to highlight the darkest right now. Where should I put more dark? Where should I not put more dark? So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Perfect. This goes right here, right here. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Now I'm looking the Wolverine. Yes. Okay. So over here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's do his jaw a little bit more. Okay. The expressiveness of his mouth better there. Okay. Okay. Better. That's like the general shape. Okay. It will not look that way once done. But I like to do like the general shapes. Okay. Perfect. Shading over here. Now let's go to the other part of his body. Okay. Triceps. Biceps. Okay. And the back. Of course. Now let's see. Let's take this shading to a whole new level. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let me see if I can. Okay, it's not looking bad. Okay. Better. Okay. And he will have like a vein over here in his bicep. You gotta be careful when drawing veins because you don't want them to look kind of silly. That happens to me a lot, but you know, I try my best. The rib cage also, the rib cage. It's not so easy to draw it correctly, but I prefer to build it up, build it through the process. Little by little. Okay. Now I shade with my finger because I feel it looks better when you shade with your fingers. Like in the first stages of the drawing. It's better to shade with the finger than with this thing that everybody uses to shade. But let's see. Okay, Wolverine. You're looking good, man. You're starting to look good. Okay. Let's take this. Some more shading over here. Some more shading over here. Rib cages, that it's so important. The back part of his back. Okay. Perfect. And so many things this guy has in his anatomy. It's amazing. But okay. Now let's make these important lines of his head so we can have a general idea of the skull. How is it going? So this is in the back, so it will be darker. You know, because it's in the back. I shade with my finger because it looks better in the first stages, okay? And then I just proceed to other parts of his mask. The details on his portrait, I'll be doing it a little bit more when the drawing is more advanced, because I don't want to get into details right now, as I told you before, because that's a scam if you do that. When drawing, always think in general shapes, in light, in dark, in midtones, always general shapes. Until then, well, you can do the other part of drawing, which is detailing. Everybody loves to detail. Okay, Mr. Wolverine, looking better. I will put some highlights, so I can see a more tri-dimensional shape of this figure. I don't know how tri-dimensional this figure is because, well, I haven't made any highlights. Right now I'm doing it. So let's see. Let's give it some tridimensionality to this dude, man. Okay, kind of looking good over there. Okay, over here. And let's see the lights, some lights. Lights over here, okay. Over this bulged shoulder, perfect, okay. 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 Little bit in the head. Part of his face, not so much, not that much. The biceps also, of course. Those biceps need some light. Okay, now let's go to the abs. Those sick abs. Oh yeah, man. And let's see over here, the chest. Some light into the chest. Okay, looks great. So now I have a little bit more light and dark in the drawing. That will help me draw the darkest darks and draw the lightest lights, because now I kind of see better the whole figure, as you can see. Okay, now I see him better. Now it will be easier for me to draw the darkest darks. So, darkest darks, let's see. Over here, darkest darks, this part. Over here, darkest darks in the bicep. Okay. Definitely, of course. Over here, darkest darks. Darkest darks. Why? Because now I see him, as I told you before. Now I see what I'm doing. Much better than in the beginning, that I didn't saw anything. And as I told you before, these drawings, well, they just take time. You just do it little by little, layer by layer. little bit more over here. Okay, looks much better. Don't forget to use your finger. He's your biggest friend when you're shading and you're drawing. So as you can see the rib cage, how it's looking much better than in the beginning. Okay. Okay, more shading over here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. In the middle of his chest, of course. More shading over here, definitely. More loose shading over here, of course. Ah, perfect. That's just perfect. Okay, well, this is a little bit over exaggerated, but don't you worry. We will fix it later in the process. A little bit more in his shoulders also. Okay, perfect. This guy's shoulders are the bomb. Perfect. Okay. Great. Perfect. Looking better. Okay. More over here. Needs more shading definitely at this part. The connection of the traps with his neck. This needs more shading definitely. Okay, and let's try to bring out a little bit more of those lights. He needs more of those lights. Yes, he does. More lights. Okay, so more lights over here. It's even lighter. Perfect. More light over here. And more light over here, definitely. Let's see, more light over here. More light over here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, looking better, yes. In my opinion, more light over here. Okay, well, he's looking good. Now his portrait. I don't know you, but the portrait, we're gonna leave it for the next live session. So stay tuned for the next live session. Thank you.